Hi, I'm Menza. I post a game every day until I reach 500 elo. I am currently rated 463. Okay, so we're white, and that means I usually like to get into the London. And I develop my pieces as much as I'm allowed to. So we like to get this mountie out. We always have to push that pawn. And okay, so we always like to get this bishop to king 2 so that there isn't any trouble. So we'll bring that mountie out first. So that pawn often will be here and then attacking my bishop, but of course this game is a little different. They probably realized that I would probably just retreat it, or maybe like I have had games where I haven't retreated it and they won my bishop for nothing. So, and make sure that it isn't my turn. We like to get everything developed nicely, and they have brought their queen. I am going to bring my other mountie out here. My old priest is up here, and my young priest is going to go here. We'll consider getting our king castled and our rooks connected, so that means the queen will have to be moved someplace here, probably here. So what have they done? They have pushed that pawn. And we'll develop my bishop. And then we're going to start looking at the castling of the king and finding out where we can do a breakthrough. Their queen actually blocks their development. They can't get that bishop out. And I always try to avoid this. I think people should avoid that. It's I know they can always fianchetto that bishop, but it's not really the best. You don't want to make a traffic jam. It's really not ideal. And so that knight is coming in, and with the queen starting to look at things, well, we'll have a look at what we'd like to do there. Because if I take them, they take back with that pawn, and then they're attacking that other mountie right here. So we'll first castle and then find out what should be done. Like I could take, and then they have that there, and I would have to start looking at a different place for that mountie here. So I obviously can't bring my queen up here because of the knight. That was where I wanted to put it. Now they've put that pawn to further, uh, I guess, back up that knight. So if I put my queen up to there, does that do anything good? Because then I would be taking, and if they take, I can't take back with the queen. It's not like that would be how it would follow through. And I could pin this knight, and I do want to get my queen up. And that knight does stop it. So if I do take, they take back, they're attacking that knight, and then I have to bring that knight someplace else. So, Okay, so I will start thinking about it if I bring, no, don't bring your bishop there, because then if I take, they take and I could take back and then I'm just losing a piece. So that is not an option. Okay, so does the bishop want to go up here? And obviously the queen doesn't want to go there because, well, if I do that, then I can't obviously take that knight because the pawn would be attacking and forking both my knight and queen. So we have to find out what exactly I'm going to do. Well, if I do it now and then move that knight, then I have, I think, because I could always get the knight out of there. I don't like a pawn up there too far, but my knight comes someplace. I guess it would not be able to go there because of the queen. If it goes here, it's protected. And if that ends up taking it, then I have to wreck my spearhead. Okay, so, and if I come over here, I don't think so. And I could always come back here and then redeploy the knight. I don't want to put it over where it wouldn't be protected and it would be attacked by the queen. And if I put it up here, then it would be attacking this. Okay, that is now attacking my bishop. So we are going to retreat it. Stop for a minute. Let's put that back because if I take, they take back with the knight. I would be taking their knight and then their queen would be taking. So things could be done to then start attacking that. If I allow them to take, then I take back with my pawn and I see a problem with few things. So I will retreat my bishop. And I have to watch. They have their queen and their knight on that pawn, and I have my pawn and my bishop. So they are really moving pawns there in front of their king, so they obviously don't have any intention of castling there. And that knight, if I end up putting it, if I pin it, then I start the taking, then that could become a problem for them. So if I am going to maybe do that. And I don't like to wreck things, but it's obvious that something is going to be where they're going to take, they can't right now move that, okay? So if I take, they take back. And let's get this pawn up to do more of a pawn protecting the pawn. So there's a lot of pawns in a mountainous thing here. And they obviously have to watch what, okay, this pawn is protected. This is, everything is protected here. So now they're attacking my bishop. So if I take, then they will be taking back with their bishop. And okay, so let's see. If I decide to push that pawn, then that's no good. Well, it wouldn't be attacked, but it would be attacking that knight. I don't want to wreck this. If I ended up taking them, they have too much on it, and I don't want to wreck my spearhead. So let's consider where my queen could go. My queen could go here, put them in check. They obviously would have to then put something in the way or move their king. And my queen can just retreat back. There is nothing on that square from if my queen does that. And so I don't want my pieces in problems. If I go here, then I am also having my bishop on that square. So I will actually retreat my bishop before doing the queen move, seeing as how it's attacked by that pawn. And even though I could put him in check, it could lead to a problem later once everything, the dust settles. So I could still do that queen move, and they have, well, I have my bishop right now on that, and they would have to put something in the way. So that will be what I'd like to do if that square is still safe for my queen. So they've done that. Now attacking my bishop here. So I go check, and I've got the queen and bishop, so they have to either move or something. My bishop here is trapped at the moment, but I am going to do the put them in check. And my queen can come here. My bishop could go and put him in. He's okay, so the queen does that. I take with my bishop. They can't take my bishop back. I will take the queen. And now that bishop here and the queen together, they're in check. They have to do something about that. They've moved. They can't take that. It is not attacked at the moment. And my bishop needs to get out of here. So if I take that, they're taking with their pawn. So let's see if there's actually something even more in here with my queen and bishop battery here. If I take this pawn, uh, let's see here. Okay. Seems there should be something. This pawn is right now freed, though. Is it going to lead to anything? They're going to take my bishop, which can't be moved right now. If I put it, well, it could be moved here, but I mean, that's still another square that actually, if I put it here, that pawn, can it take it? Maybe that would be a good move because if they take me, I take them and put them in check. also take my pawn right now. They take me back, and this is going to be something that I'm going to see if they get that pawn over here, then I could move here. So we'll take that, see what they would like to take with, and if I put my bishop here, they can't. If they take me, then I'm taking the pawn and putting them in check. So I have to watch my bishop. Okay. So they take me, and if I take them back, okay, that would be trying to get it so that I can get more things with this bishop than how it seems if I take that. I have a lot of pressure up there, so if I take and they take back, then my queen can go here easily and put them in check. So I'm going to take this pawn. And if they take back with this pawn, then my queen is going to go here and put them in check. And then, oh, stop thinking that because of your bishop. Okay. Oops. But this bishop is now, well, they might be thinking how that is very dangerous. I obviously can't go there and put them in check because of that. And if I go right here, my queen, I could take this pawn and my queen would have other outposts as well. I would be attacking that square quite a lot. I go here, my queen could be under attack. Is there somewhere my queen can put them in check? I could go, no, I can't go over here. Can't go here because of the pawn, and this is the knight. It's got, if I attack their knight right now, then they cannot take the pawn, and does that cause something for my queen? Or my knight. Okay, if I take that, there's so many different things to do. I have to stay on defense of that bishop. And they are obviously getting cut off as to where they can go. And my queen goes there. I see a lot of their pieces undeveloped. I need to get my other rook over to here, and that knight can move and put them in check. So they're putting their knight back there, okay, and now with my pieces the way they are is fine at the moment, so I will bring my other rook over into the game. On the file the king is on, and then my knight will move somewhere and it will be check. So they are taking my bishop. So I'm going to go here and put them in check. Oh, I can't go there. What is silly. I go here. Okay, that's not something to do. If I go here, they can't take me because they're in check. And my knight will be looking at this square, and what else is going to be where my queen If I go there, obviously, and they take me with their knight, then I can't take back with my queen. Okay. So let's start thinking about. No, they're going to be in check. They can't take you. Okay. So let's do that move first. They're in check, so they can't take my knight. And that means my knight can do something else and possibly take that knight. And they have to be keeping on defense of it, so I'm up +5. That knight is under attack twice and protected once. So they're protecting it again and getting themselves out of check. So if I take that bishop, they can't take my knight. And exactly how much pressure is I'm attacking that bishop. And okay, let's see what I'd like to do. If I do that, they're not in check. If I take it with the rook, they can't take, so that would be problematic. And my knight is looking at a bunch of stuff, so we're gonna go check. Okay, so now my queen, knight, rook, everything is really working together. If I take this with my queen, he's in check, and there's nothing there that can take my queen, so let's go check. And now I'm attacking that undefended rook and the bishop, which I would obviously like to take the rook for free, though if I can find something that I can do, like if I go right there, is it actually going to be made? Yes, checkmate. Okay. I always think it might be, but I just don't positive. So uh, they had two rooks and their bishop all undeveloped. And that's honestly what I think leads to a lot of people's demise. So thanks for watching and bye.